All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is? It's time for the Sheriff Report, y'all. Let's go. Oh, man. I thought I was getting you today, Pat.
Hey, man.
Hey,
I need to press a little harder, man.
Look, you can bring Swanson in. You can bring whoever you want.
It is unfair.
It's unfair, man.
It's unfair.
Pat, you got a lot of hot air.
No,
He got a lot of hot air.
Look, I tell y'all
He
like
got a lot of hot air.
I tell y'all like I tell y'all every week.
Okay, tell
I
me.
am a trained voice professional. That's what I do for 30 plus years, baby.
Hey, man,
Yes.
he's a trained voice professional, man. Hey, man, that's okay. But guess what? Hello, Macon County.
Macon County
How you
in the
doing,
house.
Macon County in the house? Hello, Facebook Live. How you doing? Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll get back to you in a little bit, Facebook Live. And just thank you, everybody. Hey, everybody in Macon County, man. Appreciate y'all being here tonight, man. Appreciate y'all hanging in there, man. And, first thing I got to say, man, hey, we were blessed this week, man.
We're blessed.
Yeah.
We survived a major storm.
Yes.
And we're just proud to be here, man.
But you know what? Let me be the first one to applaud the first responders.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Okay, I gotta
100.7
Yeah.
FM,
Hey.
WBZ with DJ Booty Rush and Hear Me TV, Tuskegee Virtual TV, channel 181 in town, channel 19 on Campbell with Pat Wallace, director Kimberly Wright, and Jordan.
in the house.
How you doing? And we got CBTV on the
CBTV
side.
in the building.
Gordon Brunson in
You
the
know
building, giving us the thumbs up.
That's
And
what's
just
up.
hello
Thumbs
to
up Thursday,
everybody.
baby.
Thumbs up
Thumbs up
Thursday.
Thursday. And before we get to Pat Wallace again, we're going to go ahead because the instigator is talking.
I'm ready to get in there.
man.
Between the dates of March 1st to March 7th, the Macon County Sheriff Department in the last 7 days have received 155 volunteer fire transmissions, 2,305 landline calls, 486 E911 calls, and 2,277 radio transmissions for a total of 5,223 calls.
That's
way up.
that's way up.
Yeah.
But we gotta attribute some of that to the storm.
Yeah, it gotta be. You
Gotta
know,
be some of
we're
that.
up almost 3,000 calls more than last
Mhm,
week.
Wow.
That's right.
So everybody calling in about the storm.
Right.
That's it.
We had people in despair this week.
Right, that's right.
But like
That's
we said, everybody survived here in this county.
But you know what? I'm looking at that list of complaints. That looks good though.
Yeah, the list of complaints.
Yeah.
We only had 8 complaints.
8 complaints.
This
Yeah.
whole week. 301.
That's good.
301 on Renfrew Road. We had a deceased person. I think that was of natural causes.
Okay.
301 County Road 36. We had a trespassing. 301 at the courthouse. We had a subject to fall. 301. We had an arrest for a failure to appear. 303 County Road 54. We had attempting to elude. 304 Pistol Range Road. We had a menacing and a domestic violence. 305. We had an arrest for an escape. I got to tell you about that.
No boy.
306, we had child support.
Wow.
So, the thing that we hate is the menacing and the
we hate
domestic
that
violence.
domestic violence.
Right.
We hate
And
that.
we all have to do better with that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, those are the ones that we hate.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can get that resolved. And if you can't get along, you need to get on.
Yeah. Don't hurt your loved ones. Please
Right.
don't do
And
that.
9 times out of 10, you'll be right back anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't lose your temper and hurt your loved ones.
Yeah, please
Men
don't do
especially,
that.
you can walk off, man. I don't care what a lady does.
Yeah.
Walk off.
Walk
But I'm
off.
gonna tell you, you know what? The sisters, y'all need to chill too.
Yeah.
Y'all need to chill too, because they get
Yeah.
ratchet on them.
Yeah.
They do. Come on, y'all. Let's all get
I
along.
mean, that does happen.
It goes both ways,
But
bro.
it goes both ways. But
Yeah.
like I say, we always talk about the men. If you can,
Yeah.
walk off.
Yeah.
You have to do that,
Exactly.
man. Don't put your hands on these
Please
ladies,
don't.
man.
Please don't.
Hey, and don't mislead these ladies either.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, I grew up with 3 women. I grew up with my sister, my mother, my grandmother. So it's a pet peeve of mine. You don't just abuse or hurt women. You just don't do
you
it.
Don't do that.
You really don't. So I mean, I take offense to it.
Yeah.
So
We
please
all-
just
we
y'all
all
don't do that.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
But man, the top subject this week is the storm, man.
Yeah.
Man, it came in here, man. It hit us good Sunday.
Yeah.
And we were truly blessed in Macon County.
Right.
Yeah.
We were truly blessed.
Right.
And I know some people going to have a question about why the tornado horns didn't sound. For some reason, they malfunctioned.
Okay.
You know, I don't think it was due to anybody's wrongdoing.
Well, yeah.
I think they malfunctioned.
Well,
And
you know, but-
they are mechanical,
That's
and
right.
things
Yeah.
can happen.
But you know what I'm understanding something else too. We are still in this transition of moving the dispatchers over
Yeah,
to the
right.
sheriff's
Yeah,
department.
yeah.
So there's some equipment stuff that still
Yeah,
needs
just
to
haven't
be
been,
done.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Right.
there's still some issues there
Right.
that
Right.
need to be resolved. I
Right.
know
Right,
that.
right.
So
And-
it wasn't like it was somebody maliciously
No,
doing
Yeah,
anything
yeah, yeah.
nobody did.
It's just
anything
that
wrong.
transition
Just
period.
right.
That was
You know what
part
I'm
of
saying?
it. That
Right.
that
Yeah.
was part of
So
it.
we gotta, you know,
That was part of
you
it,
know.
and it's not fair to blame anybody for what
That's right.
happened.
no, it was
And,
not.
and
No.
we are blessed that nobody got hurt.
Absolutely.
Right.
But to be honest with you, and I caught a cold out there.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, the way that as suddenly as that storm came and hit the way
Right.
it did,
We.
man, it was just all of a sudden.
Right.
Yeah.
And we got to say to the people out there on Red
Right.
Road, County Road 26, County Road 91, County Road 24, truly blessed out there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, down 29
Right.
South, 29 North, where it laid
Right.
a lot of trees down
Right.
in the roadways.
Right.
We were
Mhm.
blessed not to have anyone killed
Right.
in
Accident.
that tornado.
Right.
Right.
With accidents with those trees
Right.
falling.
Right. Exactly.
But let me tell you
but-
something. No, let me say this because I have to say this. I saw this all over Facebook, and I saw what Chief Frazier did.
Mhm.
The thing is, I have to take my hat off to the first responders.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, seriously, like,
Right. Right.
look, we reached out to the neighboring county, and I saw the love that was poured out.
Oh man.
And that's what I'm saying, man. This is what we do, and that's why I love law enforcement in Macon County
Right.
because it's not just community policing. It's like reaching out and helping our neighbors too.
Right. Absolutely.
And so when I saw that on Facebook, I was like, you know what?
Mhm.
This makes me proud of my first responders here
Right.
because they came through
right.
for those folks.
Right.
You know, really, seriously.
You're right. You're right.
You know, we could have been looking out for ourselves. We had damage here in the county too.
Mhm.
So, like the sheriff said, hey, we checked on our people, and then we immediately went to help them out.
That's right.
And so I
Yeah.
gotta give kudos to the guys that put it on the line to help these other folks, our
That's right.
neighbors.
Well,
Right.
you
You
know,
know,
the
really.
first thing we did, you know, my guys were always on standby.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we practice.
Mhm.
You know, I tell our guys when we hear of a storm, hard rain, which we already talked about today, we know we're gonna gas up.
Yeah.
We're gonna food up. We're
That's
gonna
right.
fuel up. We're gonna
Be
get our
ready.
tools ready, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be
Ready to
ready.
go.
Preparation.
And, you're
yeah.
there with your family, but as soon as that thing is over, we get out checking on everybody.
That's right.
That's what
That's
we
it.
did.
That's how
Yeah.
you do
You
it.
know, all my guys already know what to do. So after the storm, we got up, we got ready to go.
Right.
You know, we assessed it on Sunday. We went out to these homes on Sunday
Right.
to check things out.
Right.
And then we went back on Monday.
Monday. Right.
We
Right.
went back on Monday where we found a need. We helped cut trees on Sunday.
Yeah.
We helped get things in order to make sure people were safe. We
Right.
put our lights out there.
Right.
And we stayed out till very late Sunday night.
Wow. Man.
Yeah.
And then on Monday, we got up early, you know, prepared to go. We loaded up the vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got our train together, got our food, blankets, water,
Wow.
you know, tools,
Yeah.
chainsaws, and everything together. And we went to the areas that we knew. We stayed in touch with Frank Lee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Frank Lee called me and said, hey, this is what was hit here,
Right.
hit there.
Right.
Let's go out and visit. They went out, and some of the county commissioners went out. I know Mike Berry did. He was with us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he rode a whole lot there, you know, and
Okay.
so did other commissioners.
Right.
Right.
And they went to the areas and checked on the areas. But Mondays when we really went to work, we went out to the homes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, we took our people out to the homes. We offered to help with cleaning trees,
Right.
taking them food, blankets, water,
Right.
anything we could.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But we knew Lee County was hit very
Hard.
hard.
Right.
Yeah.
And definitely before we went to Lee County, we made sure all the people we knew
Ooh.
that was hurt by the storm,
Right,
made sure
right.
our cleaning was done. Then we headed up to Lee County.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And man, the people were so glad to see us.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
and they knew that we cared.
Right.
And I know one lady put something really nice on Facebook,
Yeah.
man, that talking about race and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I need to read that at some point when I find it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
man, it was just great, and it did my heart well to see that all the people were okay here.
Right.
You know, and,
Right.
and made my heart, you know, feel really good to go out and help people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This goes beyond being the sheriff of this county.
That's right.
You know, we really, really care about the people in the community,
Mhm.
and everybody has to do so, not only when it's a time like this,
Yes.
not only when it's a disaster,
Right.
but we need to feel like this about everybody all the
All
time.
the time.
Right.
That's right.
You know what
all
I'm
the
saying?
time.
Right. Exactly.
And we all
got to look
pull
out for each
together.
other.
We all pull together and try to get things,
Right.
you know,
Right.
right for the betterment of this community.
So
in this
let me
county.
let me read something right quick, okay? This comes from Miss Delitha Davis, and it says, "Kudos to the entire Macon County Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Brunson and our county commissioner for showing up at our home yesterday, armed with rakes, shovels, gloves, and chainsaws to help us clean up.
Great.
Okay. When I told them we were going to be okay, he told me that they were all headed to Lee County in order to help those in more dire need.
Wow.
Don't tell me we are ate up with racism here in our community. We have all come together to help each other no matter our color, nationality, or religion. God bless all us Southerners.
Okay.
Now that's
Yeah, that was pretty strong.
that's
man.
heart that's heart touching, you know.
Absolutely.
And when you think about it, you know, this is one of those times when we all come together. It doesn't matter if you see somebody in need, you're going to help out.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't see a situation where we're going to turn our backs on somebody that's in need.
That's right.
No.
So I have to really seriously thank our people in Macon County for having the kind of heart that they did to go out and do that, you know?
Right.
And to all, there were a lot of people that were inboxing me about, you know, flying over it. And I had to tell people, like I told the sheriff today, you know, I had to be sensitive about it.
Right.
Because there were fatalities and there were things that happened. I was able, I had the drone in the car.
Right.
But I had to be sensitive about
Right.
what the people were going through when I saw
seeing all
those
that.
that loss.
Right.
So for all the people that think that I didn't want to do that, I had to be really sensitive about that.
Absolutely. You're
Yeah,
right.
you know.
did right. You did right.
Definitely. You did it right.
You
You did
know.
the right thing, though.
You definitely did the right
I mean,
thing.
really seriously, because I mean, I don't know how I'd feel if I had my loved ones and people are flying over and looking at my destruction
That's
and stuff
right.
like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had to be sensitive about that kind of stuff
right.
too.
Right.
You're right.
You know.
Well, you know, we had a couple homes destroyed, and we were over on County Road 91, where the nice young lady there made those great comments about us, and you know, it was just good. We took some great pictures with the family, which she wanted to take a picture with us. She said to hang in her restaurant and send to her relatives, which I thought was very, very nice. And she told us, you know, I feel like family to all of y'all, and that's the way we felt to her too.
Right.
But we went right on down the road. We encountered another house where they were actually remodeling the house, and they lost everything in that house, man.
Wow.
They had brand new wood. They were remodeling. It's going to be a very nice place. The house was over 100 years old, and they was
my
getting it fixed up.
goodness.
Looking
Wow.
nice. And, man, it destroyed the whole house. I mean, the top of the house was way down the road, across the street, up in the trees, man.
Wow,
It was
man.
unbelievable. But those were some great people there, and they told us they were doing fine.
Yeah.
You know, luckily they weren't in the house at the time.
Right.
So they were doing fine.
Right.
We went over to O.C. Lane, where Miss Pearson lives, and hey, got to give a shout out to Miss Pearson. They were really blessed. It looked like the tornado went around both sides of their house,
Okay.
went in the front and knocked trees down, went in the back, but did not touch their house.
Wow.
It went past the house to their other house that they were remodeling, and the remodeling part was taken completely off.
Wow.
What they had
Oh, my
remodeled was
goodness.
taken off, but it didn't touch the rest of the house.
Rest of the house.
Man, I hadn't seen anything like that before. They were truly blessed.
Wow.
They had dogs out in the yard. The dogs, the storm went right over the dogs.
Wow.
I don't know how they got out of that, man, but it went right over the dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
And everything was okay. And like I say, they were truly blessed.
Right.
Another house on 24, big pine trees, oak trees, missed the house by inches. I'm talking about inches. And had a conversation with the owners of that home. Lovely young lady out there, you know, she hugged me and I hugged her, and she just said they were truly blessed, which they were.
Right.
And that was the major damage in Macon County.
Okay.
But we went out there and offered help. We offered food, water, blankets, and everything, and they assured us they were okay. And we let them know that if they needed us to call us back. And we headed over to Lee County, where they were full of destruction, man.
Wow, man.
And when I tell you I had
it
never
looked
seen
bad. It looked
anything like
bad.
that before in my life, had never seen anything like that before. But what we need to do is take a moment of silence for those people
Let's
over
do that.
in Beauregard.
Yes, please.
Right.
You know, for the people that survived, they'll never forget that.
That's
No.
right. That's
For
right.
the people that lost their lives, you know, we definitely have to give a prayer out to all those people, because I know one family lost 7 to 10 people.
10 people.
I saw that. I saw
One
that.
family.
And you know what? There was a lady over there, a registered nurse. Her name was Maggie, and she took care of me when I was at East Alabama. And it really hurt my heart to see her picture on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
as
yeah.
one
When
that-
it been over
that lost
30
her life.
years.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah.
That broke my heart.
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
Yeah.
She was the sweetest lady,
She
and
was.
I
Yeah,
just
I know you're talking
we
about
do
that,
need to
man.
do a
Yeah.
moment of silence
do
for
that.
these folks.
Let's
Let's do that,
okay.
man. Seriously.
Amen.
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 And I got to say, too, and I missed the part that, you know, I just really got to give a shout out to my guys at the Macon County Sheriff Department and all the first responders and the people that were out, because while that storm was going on, we was out there on the highway. We had a lot of accidents on the highway because of that storm. And we were out there in that storm, you know, on the highway taking care of people.
That's right.
And we could have very easily been in trouble out there, out of our vehicles trying to help these people out there, man. And people don't think how dangerous it is. You know, we were out there in the storm.
That's
you know, and it was it was crazy.
Yeah.
And you see those numbers, 5,223 calls.
That's a lot. That's a lot of calls.
That's a lot of calls.
And it was in the face of danger.
It was in the face of danger.
That's right. Yeah, hats off to them. That's what I said. First thing I got to say.
Well, let's take a break for a second. Then I'm gonna come back.
Let's do the drop.
Let's do the drop. We'll be right back, you guys. Right after this messages.
Hey, Tuskegee, make sure you watch the Macon County Sheriff's Report with Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
And you know this. And you know this.
All right, y'all. We're back with this share report, man, about this tornado.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, first of all, let's talk about here on Facebook Live. Give them a shout out here. And I always shout out everybody in Macon County before we give Facebook Live a shout out. Wish I could see everybody joining us here in Macon County so we can give y'all a shout out. But hey, thank you everybody from Macon County and all the surrounding areas that are joining us. And I know you see us all over the place. We keep saying Macon County, but we're talking about everybody. In listening range.
That's right.
I got to shout out my friends in Seattle, Washington, too. We got a couple of them out there.
But
Albert.
There you go. You want to say hey to Albert?
Big Pen,
There you go.
Big Pen.
Big Pen. Big Pen has joined us lately, hasn't he?
Rennie probably overseas somewhere.
Yeah, he's all over the place,
Rennie.
Okay, but again, I'm going to start here. We're here. Laura Smith, my cousin down in Florida. How you doing? Frank Lee, fantastic job. Kevin Long, thank you. Frank Lee wants me to say something. I'll say it a little bit later. Derek Williams has joined us. Liz Clary, hey, my daughter Liz, how you doing? Elizabeth, how you doing, baby? Anthony Jackson, how you doing, brother? Nicole Huffman, how you doing? Justin Elkos, hey, Justin, how you doing? You doing great, my brother. Freddie Cunningham, say what's up, good people.
Freddie.
Frank says, busy week. Thanks for your support, Macon County Sheriff Office and Sheriff Andre Brunson. Thank you, brother. Liz says, hey, Daddy Brunson, how you doing, baby? Good to hear you on here. Good to see you watching us on Facebook Live. Liz says, hey, Mama Brunson. I know she's saying the same thing. Ebo, you know, Ebo grew up across the street from me over there in Maribel, Southern. Ebo been knowing her since she was a little baby. She's no longer Ebo. She's what? Liz Clay.
Liz.
Okay, all right, Liz. But man, her and my daughter's been best friends, so they've been little girls. Darren LaCour, hey, my brother's watching. Betty McCann, hey, Betty, how you doing? Bria Green, hey, Bria, how you doing? Philander Ezel, how you doing, Bree? Hey, Marcus Walker, how you doing, brother? Lieutenant Walker. And I can't say enough about these guys. Every time I run across one of my guys' name, man, I just have to think about the great job and all the sacrifices that they had this week and continue to have working at the Macon County Sheriff Department, Sheriff Office. Marcus, love you guys, man. Appreciate everything you do,
great
man.
Job, man.
Hey,
and I have to say that to everybody, man.
Check this out. Tomorrow, don't we have Angela Hamilton in the square?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got her coming up.
She gonna hit us and we gonna say that.
Okay, got you.
Okay,
Didn't want to forget that.
Ezel says, hello, everybody. And again to you, hello, Philandra. Saw her today in the store somewhere, didn't we? Betty McCann said, hello to our sheriff, high sheriff and team. Hello to you. Nicole Huffman says, good evening to you. Love you, Thomas Lane. Hey, Miss Lane, how you doing? Darren Miner says hello. Susan Bartlett says hello. How you doing? Chris Ford says hello. Hey, Chris. Everybody says hello. Here's Angie is watching, and we'll talk about that, Angie. And Mike Provo says, what's up, Sheriff, and the radio crew. And hello to you, Provo. Can't say enough about your Provo, my boy. I appreciate everything.
Provo in the house.
Provo in the house, man. Great officer, man. And you know what? Great friend, man.
Great.
It's very, very good to be around those guys and spending, 24 hours a day with these guys.
Right.
But you know what? We actually spent the night in Lee County all night, every day.
That's a good thing, though.
And these guys had no hesitation leaving their families to get out and help their fellow man and just to be there to support their sheriff department and the guys out there because nobody wanted to leave anybody alone.
Right, right.
And when you ask, hey, bro, we with you.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
man, that's a great
That's
thing.
great.
We
Great
not
feeling,
gonna
man.
leave you, man. I
Great
don't care.
feeling.
We
Yeah.
here, you here, we here.
That's right.
And that's a great thing, man.
Yeah.
Provo, Marcus, all you guys, man, appreciate everything. Little Danny and Lebo and
They putting in
Collins
work.
and
Can we get
Whitehead. And
You know what?
give
Let's,
them all the
let's
shout-outs.
give the
Round
let's
of
give
applause.
them all the first responders. Let's give them a round of
Round of
applause.
applause.
How about
Everybody.
that? I think so.
Well, great job.
Great job.
Excellent
Great
job.
job.
Great
Great
job.
job.
Great job. But Mike says, "What's up, Sheriff and the radio crew?" Alfreda
What's up?
Martin, hey Alfreda over there, my
Frida.
dispatcher Alfreda, who does a great job over there. Got to say hey to her. Angela Hamilton says, "Hey Sheriff, don't forget about the walkout on violence.
There you go.
Tomorrow. Square tomorrow at
Tomorrow.
11:45.
Yeah.
That's right.
Lunch will be." Hey, lunch will be served.
Lunch
Look,
will be
look,
served.
And man, that's a
Booty
great
Rush,
thing.
Booty Rush get his food last. He's gonna get up everything.
I be that DJ. I be playing the music
Yes,
for y'all.
sir. Let's sir. And,
He gonna eat up over
And
all food.
we got to make sure we get out there and support Angie on this
Yeah.
tomorrow. Violence.
We need
Very
everybody to come
important.
out there.
That's
Everybody,
right, that's
everybody.
right.
Show
Hey,
up.
you got to make sure that you show up out there, man.
up tomorrow.
That's it.
And I can't forget my buddy Potts, Deputy Potts out there who
Deputy
hung with
Potts.
us all night, man.
Okay.
Great officer. He used to be the chief over in Cap Hill, but he's
Okay.
working for the Macon County Sheriff Office
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Great job. Great guy, man.
Great.
Appreciate everything.
Okay.
Alfreda Martin says, hey, Sheriff again. Kim Kennedy Brown, my sister-in-law. How you doing out there? Great
Kim,
sister-in-law.
what's up, Kim?
How you doing out there on County Road 27? We give you a wave out there along with my mother-in-law, Miss Kennedy, my nieces and nephews out there, brother-in-law, and everybody out on 27.
27.
Frank Dilmer says, is the studio still in the complex? How about Monday evenings? Would like to visit after the county. No, we're talking about commissioners evening. Patrick Wallace. No, we're doing this. It's over here by. Tell him where it's.
Yeah, you've been over here at 802 Crawford Street, Frank. You know where we are now. We got the new location. Yeah, where the radio station is. 802 Crawford, bro.
All right.
Every Thursday, man.
Every
Thursday
Thursday.
night.
Angela Hamilton says,
That's it.
please don't mislead a woman here. Have no fear of a scorned woman. And
Uh-oh.
I know she's talking about,
ain't kidding.
her son, what I'm saying, terrible thing. And she's keeping his memory alive with the foundation.
Right.
Walk on violence. And that's
Yeah.
a great thing for all these parents that have lost
Yeah.
young, their kids to violence.
That's right.
So what you're doing is great, Angie. And we keep you in our prayers. I know it's tough.
Right.
Edna
Yeah.
P. Williams, Woodson is watching. Hey, Sabrina Turk. Hey, Sabrina Turk. How you doing out there? Edna Williams, how you doing out there? Woodson, how you doing? Kenneth Ellis. Hey, my sheriff up there. How you doing, Kenneth? Appreciate everything, my brother. Great sheriff, Kenneth Ellis. Ms. Gould says, good job, sheriff. You represented it. You represent it.
Miss Gould. Miss Gould, what's up? Gumbo.
How you doing,
Gumbo.
Ms.
Miss
Gould? Look at that. They talking
Gould.
about some gumbo.
Gumbo.
Come on now.
Hey, I'm
Gumbo
looking
time.
at Marvin Reeves, my childhood best friend from Lake Wales, Florida. We grew up together, did everything together. How you doing, my brother Marvin Reeves down in Polk County, Florida. Down in Lakeland, Florida.
Okay.
Great guy. And been my best friend since we've been children, first, second grade. Travell Carter, how you doing? My nephew Travell, how you doing? Johnny Wares, how you doing? Doris Purifo, hello, thanks for watching. She says, hi family. Alex Borum says, Mom, that's so funny. Yes, not Ebo, only Liz. But that's good. Kiana Provo, Miss Provo, how you doing, Miss Provo?
Miss Provo.
And we got to say hello to Miss Provo for
That's right.
sacrificing her husband the last few days.
Right.
Sacrificing him.
Staying with his friend here, sheriff out there, and hey man, can't say enough about these guys, man. And you also got to recognize that these families are suffering in
right.
real way.
That's right.
Right.
So thank you, Miss Provo, for putting up with us, and all the deputies and sheriffs and their families and wives who put up with them leaving all day and all night. Cooper, Miss Shepard, and all you guys that came and worked your heart out. Everybody. I can't name everybody, but don't let me miss your Baker and all you guys that came and really worked the way you've been working. Last few days for us. Big Ferg out there who came every day, man.
Okay.
Appreciate everything.
Okay.
Captain Sullivan, everybody.
Yeah.
Alexa Boris said, hey, Pops
Yeah.
and Mom Besties. Hey, Alexa, how you doing? And the babies, Micaiah said, hey, and don't let me forget them. And I meant to bring them to the show,
Okay.
Miss Borum, but we'll take care of that.
Okay.
And great job there. Kimberly Motor City Kitty says, hey, Kimberly,
Kim
how you doing?
in the building.
Motor
Hey,
City.
Dre and crew, see you in a few. All right, appreciate that. Darren LaCruz says, I'm the gumbo man. Oh, looking at her.
Uh-oh, watch out now.
Miss Goose, you better watch
Watch
out.
Uh-oh.
And Miss Probo says, no problem.
No problem.
And that's
Okay,
everybody
now.
on Facebook Live. Appreciate that. Oh, and look here, I
Yay.
can't forget Cam Swanson, who sacrificed, there all the time, man. He's doing a great job, and that's down his alley because
That's my
man,
classmate,
that's
yo.
that dude know a whole lot, man.
Yeah, he does.
Smart
And he-
guy,
and
smart
he's
guy.
smart guy.
Smart guy.
And he really,
Yeah.
really can help, man. He's
You know,
one of my
like his folks,
turn
you know.
stuff over to him, and he take care of business for us.
You said you might forget somebody. Do not forget anybody. You're going to get somebody in trouble.
Yeah,
I know, right? I know,
yeah,
right?
I mean, who did I forget? Anybody? Big Rob, who stayed, all night. Calhoun. I don't want to forget nobody because you right, Mike gets. Oh, Tim, Big Tim, how you
Uh-oh.
doing? Oh, you got food coming
Ooh,
in.
what the world?
Tim, how you doing? I don't want to miss nobody because you right. You could get somebody in trouble.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Those guys that
Wait a
were spending the
minute.
night and helping all night and doing the
Wait.
thing they do.
Look, camera 4. What you got on camera 4? look. Uh-oh, see? Jordan
You
coming
got
in with
food.
grub,
Yeah.
see?
Lord, Jesus
Uh-oh.
Christ.
But
Watch out now.
We're going to have to cut this short.
but let me read a couple stats here, man.
Okay.
Let me read a couple stats here. And Courtney, please write down anybody that you think I forgot.
CBTV.
We gotta say these names. Of all these people that got out of sacrifice, we don't want to get nobody in trouble because
Okay.
we had a whole lot of deputies out
Well,
there.
like, look, put it like this.
sacrificing
I
and
looked
doing
at that
what they did.
picture. I saw that picture. Y'all took a group picture up
Yeah, we
there
did.
in Opelika, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think you called all those names on that picture
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
I know you didn't, but that's why I say
I called
thank
Bobby
all
Baker.
of the first
I called
responders.
Swanson. I called Bobby Baker. I called Swanson.
Let me get
I called Captain Whitehead.
Who you got?
Let me get a big shout out to Chief Leon Frazier, man, for
Yes.
doing all of this
Yes.
filming, man.
Yes.
Give a big shout out to you, my
Chief
brother.
Frazier, bro.
He
You
was
know-
on
you
it,
know-
man.
you know,
Thumbs
Chief-
up, bro.
Thumbs up, bro.
Chief goes everywhere.
Thumbs
with
up,
Thumbs
man.
up, bro.
Thumbs up,
Chief
bro.
goes everywhere with me, man. He
Yes.
loves his job.
Yep.
He is a deputy, but he's gonna put everything on camera, everything
Man,
on
he
film.
did
And you
some
know what?
Great
and
footage,
great,
man.
great
Listen.
footage, great
Great
historian.
footage.
And let
man.
me tell you something. He is an invaluable member of the Tuskegee virtual team.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a really valuable contributor
Right,
to
right,
keep
right.
us informed
He really
about
is.
what's
He
going on
really-
with
he
the
really
sheriff's
is,
department.
man. He
Yeah.
really
There's so
is.
much that he does,
A lot of stuff.
So I
he
got to
does.
give him a shout out too. Cause
Let's get a round
hey
of
man,
applause.
let's give Chief Frazier
Chief Frazier
a round of applause,
y'all.
yo. Thank you.
Big shout out to you,
So,
Chief Frazier.
Exactly.
let me tell you
Chief Frazier.
what's going on with Chief. Chief is a law enforcement officer
Yeah.
to his heart.
Right.
Yeah.
So what he's doing
To
is
the
what
bone.
he loves to do.
Right.
To the bone.
And
yeah.
he's a great cameraman.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's a great anchor man.
Anchorman.
Yeah.
Right.
He does it all.
He does it all.
And he
Yeah.
truly wants to do what he's doing.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
preserving history.
Yep.
He's getting everybody involved. He's keeping everybody informed.
That's right.
And like I said, he's also a deputy sheriff.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's a great guy. And he knows a lot. He's a smart guy too.
yeah.
For him, with the
Yeah.
video that
Oh,
he's
yeah.
bringing, it's making
Yeah.
it seem like you're right there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's
Where
right.
it's going on at, you know what I'm talking
Exactly.
about? Bring it right to your,
He does.
to your
He's
front
good.
door.
He's good at that.
Good now.
And you
You
know,
know what to
it's-
shoot.
And it's really interesting because his perspective on things.
Mhm.
He comes from a law enforcement perspective.
That's right.
So it's like if it ain't right, he ain't gonna bring it.
That's right.
Right. That's
You know
right.
what I mean? I really appreciate that about him,
Mhm.
Oh, and I got to tell the people. So we had last week when we had the storm, we had a power outage.
Okay.
So it threw all of the videos off
Right.
time.
Right. Right.
So I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
it fixed in the next few hours.
Right. That's good.
But we did have a power outage, and Chief Frazier was the one that brought it to my attention.
Okay.
So he's always watching. So
Right.
hats off to Chief for being
Yeah.
such an invaluable member of the team.
That's right.
He really
All right.
does bring
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. But man, I have to say I did forget somebody, and that's Shamon Browning.
Brownie, what's up,
Shamon.
Shamon?
Cannot forget Shamon Browning.
Yeah.
Who is actually at I said her name. I said Miss Shepherd. Yes, I did. I said Quinice Shepherd.
Okay.
But Browning is actually at home sick right now You know, I know he stayed out there late at night in that cold weather. And I did catch a cold myself, but it's okay. Sacrifices like that.
That's right. That's right.
You know, small
Yeah.
things we can get over.
That's right.
Eat more
You
garlic.
know. Yeah, eat more garlic.
Hey.
But as I think of somebody else that I miss, I don't want to miss anybody at all. I did say Captain Sullivan.
Yeah.
She's thinking about who I miss, and I'm gonna keep saying names.
Hey.
But listen, Sunday's tornado outbreak was the deadliest since 2011, with winds reaching, it says 170 miles an hour,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
were definitely more than that because it was a category 4.
That's
F4,
Yeah.
and the F4 winds range from 207 to 200, I think, and 80 some miles an hour.
Something like that.
For F4,
Right.
F2 reached up to that, but we had an F4.
F4.
2
Right,
and 4
right.
most of the time.
Right.
Right.
The strongest tornado was the monstrous EF4 tornado that hit Macon and Lee County, killing 23 people. A total of 11 tornadoes hit. Wow.
Wow.
That's a
Of
lot,
the
man.
23 people, 7 were from one family, and 4 of the 23 were children.
Oh, wow.
The ages range from 6 years old to 89 years old.
Right. And you said it was the last time we had something like that was 2011.
2011.
Wasn't that the one in Tuscaloosa?
I think that was the
I'm
one in
pretty sure,
Tuscaloosa.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
was very deadly with
Yeah.
similar
Right.
tornado
Exactly.
strength.
Was.
I think it was an
Yeah.
F4 too.
Yeah.
But man, I tell you, if you've never seen anything like that, it snapped trees, telegram poles like they were
Right.
twigs,
Right.
and they send them hurtling like missiles
Right.
Yep.
in the air. You know,
You know,
seeing what
yeah.
happened and seeing this thing dislodge homes off their foundations,
Yeah.
completely destroy homes, cars. You know, it was just something that you would have to see to believe, man. And people did survive that tornado. You know, unfortunately, we did lose people, man. And
Yeah.
man, that is so sad.
Sad. Right.
You know, that is so sad. But we're glad that we did have people survive.
Yeah.
And we got to continue to rebuild now and build. I'm glad my team was over there and that could go over there and make people at least feel safe at some
right.
point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we did what we could do and whatever
Right.
we can offer till at least make some people feel safe.
But
Absolutely.
you know, some of our people here were affected by that too. You know, I think one of the people that works out there with you, Miss Clark, had some family members.
Yeah, family members that
got
they went
injured.
out, you know,
Yeah.
Chief Patrick's sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And I think she has some kind of GoFundMe page if you can
Yeah.
donate to help. And I did
Yeah.
not see her house.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I didn't know about it at the time, and I did not see her house.
Yeah.
But that's one person we do have to visit,
Yeah.
and we do have to do something for them. And
Right.
Okay.
go on Facebook because I think Browning
Right.
hit me on Facebook and said they're taking donations.
But we got to
And
reach
she
out.
did-
Yeah, we
she
got to reach
did
out.
lose everything, and
Yeah.
that's one that I forgot, and I didn't go see. I didn't know
Yeah.
about it at the time.
Right.
But we got to get out there and help her. And if
Right.
there's anybody else that we don't know about, please let us know.
Okay.
Right.
Please let us know. And I'm glad you mentioned that.
Because we're
I-
ready to reach out, man. You know, it's
Yeah.
like we reach out and look out for ourselves
Right.
and our people. So it is really important. If you can find that GoFundMe account, and I think it's a couple of them up there.
Right. It's on
Okay.
For
Facebook,
people that
right?
have lost everything. So
Right,
go in
right.
there and look for these survivors, you know, because
Right.
they really do need some help.
They really do.
You know, it's one thing for us, for the sheriff's department to go in and cut trees and, you know, but they need long-term assistance.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they gonna
Oh,
need
You
some
know,
help.
the
Yeah,
Red
bro.
Cross does what they can.
That's right.
But it's always better when we look out for our own.
That's right.
And we reach out to our people in our community.
Right,
So
right.
if you find these pages, go ahead and support.
Right.
Right.
Put a few dollars in there and help
Yeah,
these folks
yeah.
out because they
A
really
little
are
something.
struggling.
And,
They're really
uh,
struggling because most of these people, when you look and you see that just devastation,
Right.
most of these people, they lost everything.
Right. Right.
Everything.
And y'all just brought that back to my memory because I saw her house
Yeah.
on a picture today, and she lost everything. I'm talking
Yeah.
about Miss Clark.
Yeah.
You know, and we got to help them, man.
We got to
gotta
help
do
our
something to
people,
help
man.
them.
We got to do it.
And that's an oversight on my part because I didn't see that before. And I'm sorry, but I did get the thing about a donation today, and we're going to
Okay.
try to help them as much as we can.
Right.
And I'll try to get out there to their home tomorrow.
Okay. Great.
But like I said, that's Chief Patrick's
His sister, I
sister-in-law.
think. Yeah.
That's Browning's aunt.
Okay.
And
Right.
we got to do something to help our people
Absolutely.
too. So
Right.
we got to get out
We
there.
got to do it.
Everybody
We got to do
that's
it.
That's here on the show, 100.7 WBZ. Let's help.
Let's do it.
Let's help.
Let's
Let's
reach
help.
out. Let's reach out.
Yeah.
But you know, listening to the stories and knowing that we're supposed to have some more bad weather this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people make sure you have a spot to go to.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
hopefully it won't get as severe, but they did say there might be tornadoes.
Right.
And
Right.
we never know. And the way the weather is going, it's
Yeah,
cold
man,
one day, it's
cold,
hot the
yeah,
next
man.
day.
Right.
This can
And that's
happen.
tornado weather.
Right.
But you need
Yeah.
to get in the house, stay in the house and get in a small room and try to lay down, try to get down as low as you can.
Let me tell
and
you.
get everybody. And if you're in a trailer or whatever,
Yeah.
try to get in a brick home.
Brick home.
But you know,
Right.
this storm didn't care about brick or whatever this last time.
It doesn't.
But it's safer to be in a brick home if at all possible.
And
And you
yeah,
gotta stay
right.
low. Get in you a room, maybe a small room, a closet or something,
Right.
and
Right.
lay down.
One of the things
try
they
to
always talk
protect
about
yourself.
is one of the safest places is the bathroom. You can
Right,
get a
right.
bathtub.
Right.
Mhm.
If it really comes down to it, you get in a bathtub, put a bed on top of you, like a mattress on top of
yeah.
Right.
you know, so if debris falls down, you're in a enclosed little spot.
Right,
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 right.
right.
So I mean, it's a lot of safety
Under the bed?
tips.
And they also said put on a bike helmet.
Yeah.
They said put
if
on
you
a
got
bike
if
helmet.
you got a motorcycle
Yeah,
helmet or
yeah,
bike
put
helmet,
a helmet on or
anything
something.
kind of
That's
head
good.
protection is
It
good.
might
right.
sound kind of silly, but you can put on a motorcycle helmet, a football helmet,
Even a bike helmet.
a bike helmet, and I'm not trying to
Mhm.
be funny, but if you could have a big pan, a big pot that's big enough to put on your head, put it
Yep.
on there too. I mean, because you can use anything to
Yeah.
protect your head.
Pot wouldn't
Mhm.
fit on your head.
I got
Pot wouldn't fit on your head.
I
man.
got a collard green
Yeah.
pot.
Look,
man,
a
that'll fit on my
pot full of
head, bro.
food. A pot
Yeah.
full of food will fit on.
I'm
his
talking
head.
about for real. I mean, you can use anything to protect your body.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
to
And
protect
another
yourself.
thing we talked about before was the what you call your go-go bag.
Yeah, yeah.
The go bag, right?
What your go-go? You need to set out
Your
everybody
bug out bag.
Bug
Bug
out
out bag, right.
Your bug out
You
bag.
need to find a way that some stuff that you like that you need to put in your bag.
Right.
So therefore, when it's time
And you
for
keep
something,
it with you.
yeah, and you can grab it and you don't have to look for
Yeah.
nothing. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
that's time consuming.
Look, one of my
That's time consuming.
elders said the same thing. He said, "You want some water? You want some kind of food items?
Right.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
want some clean socks?
Right.
You want some clean drawers?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you want to have the bare essentials that you're going to need for a few
That's right.
days
That's right.
that you can survive with. And let me tell you something that people overlook a lot of times. It might sound funny, but you better have your own toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
I'm serious.
Right.
You
Right,
know,
simple
right.
stuff like that.
little
People-
simple stuff
little
like
simple
that.
stuff. Exactly.
You got to have it. You got to have
Gotta
it,
have it.
right?
But you know your necessities.
Yes.
You know, especially you think about this. You get a bug out bag prepared,
Yep.
which I got a whole lot of bug out
Mhm.
bags prepared, and so does my wife, my kids.
Extra
and we
medicine.
Can grab a bag. I
Yeah.
was just finna say the
Yep.
medicine is very important.
Yep.
medicine. Yep.
The stuff that you need,
That's right.
medicine, food, water, underwear, socks, like you said. You want to
Yep.
get you at least 3 to 5 day bag.
Right.
You know that you can have stuff. You know, I keep lighters. You
Right.
gotta have
Yep.
somewhere to light a fire.
Flashlights.
Yep.
You know, the simple
Flashlights.
necessity, you need
Right,
heat
right.
and water.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to have some kind of way to light a fire which
Right.
keep you alive.
That's right. That's right.
You know, you got to have food, you got to have water, got to have flashlights.
That's right.
You know, you got to, if you're on medicine, you know you need some medicine.
Yeah.
That's right.
And in a
Yeah.
situation like
Yeah.
that, you want at least a week's supply of medicine.
That's it.
You know, and put in your bag so you have. But
Yeah.
whatever is important to you, that's what you need in your bug
But
out
I,
bag.
I know one thing that the sheriff has as an additional bug out bag. I know this, and it's something
Roscoe.
that my brother turned me on 2 years ago. It's called the bag of death.
Yes,
right.
yes.
I know it's not good to say it like that,
Yeah.
but you got to be able to defend yourself
You gotta
too.
be able to feed it.
Because people get desperate,
Yeah.
and it's not like we're out there looking for trouble.
Right, right.
But if you got children and people to protect, you got to have something that you can, you know.
I-
And Roscoe, you got that Roscoe.
Yeah, you got to
I
support
got
ourselves.
I got a couple
Exactly.
bags like that. Yeah.
But it
Oh,
will.
buddy.
Yeah.
But it will. And we just show a real illustration of
Yeah,
what's going
what
on
you
with these
have.
bugs.
I got
Yeah.
more than one.
Yeah.
Just like the sheriff, I got more than one,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. It's great to have though.
Yeah.
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 But let's everybody make sure we're prepared for this weekend. And I know it's about time for us to go. So we got to read some stuff. I got to have some, let me go back to what Frank was talking about. And we did hit on it about the horns. And tomorrow they're going to be testing the horns, which they got fixed. So let me go back and read what Frank had on the horns. Let me see. Okay, here we go. It says, please be advised that TPD, Tuskegee Police Department, will be conducting a test of its emergency notification system, community sirens, between 12 and 2 p.m. on tomorrow, Friday, 3/8/2019. The weekly test will continue as previously scheduled on Wednesday at 12 noon thereafter. Okay, that's it. I was finna read what he said to me, but that's it. Let me go back and say that again. Please be advised that TPD, Tuskegee Police Department, will be conducting a test of its emergency notification system, community sirens, between 12 and 2 p.m. on tomorrow. That's Friday, 3/8/2019. The weekly test will continue as previously scheduled on Wednesday at 12 noon thereafter.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good
that's
to get
great.
that info. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
And I'm
great.
glad we got that on TV so
Yeah, we
everybody
got
can
that
see
on
that
TV.
too. Yeah.
Right.
And
Good.
I gotta also say thank you to Chief James. You know, he backed us up and he was with us, you know, here today when we had a situation at the high school. Those guys are trying to build and get better as a department, and we can't do nothing but support them.
Right.
But Chief James is a great guy. And also Chief over at Tuskegee University, Chief Martis.
Yeah.
Appreciate everything. Chief Martis, you know, he offered his support also. And that's a good thing. Whatever you need, they're there for you.
Franklin.
Oh, and Chief at Franklin, and he always offer his support, man. That's Chief Johnson over there, and thank you. And everybody else that offers your support, appreciate everything you do and everything you did. But I know it was tough for all the chiefs in the county. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was busy doing what they doing. Chief Knowles and everybody, Chief Malloy, everybody appreciate everything you do. And thank you. All I can do is say thank you.
Yeah. That's good.
Let me
That's
see,
good stuff. Good stuff.
Let me see. Somebody came on. Again, let me make sure that we got everybody here on Facebook Live before we go. Miss Provo says no problem. And she says, always welcome. Anthony Moss is watching, says hello. James Scroggs watching, says hello. And Miss Crenshaw, how you doing, Miss Crenshaw? Roberta Crenshaw says hello.
Hey,
and
Crenshaw.
thank you for watching. But my last word going to be prepared this weekend.
Yeah.
Food, water, and if we don't have a storm, so be it. But if we do, I want you prepared. And I wouldn't be going a long way from the house. You know, I would kind of stay around the house and try to prepare for this. We don't know whether it's going to be Saturday and Sunday, early Saturday, late Sunday. But please be prepared. And if you can ride it out, you ride it out, and we will definitely be to check on you afterwards, okay? If we lose communications, if anything goes wrong with that, we will definitely be out trying to check on everybody. So just wait patiently. Don't leave the house trying to get somewhere and get yourself hurt with debris and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We will come out and try to reach you.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Let me give some
now it's
vital information. Let me give some vital information, okay? Just Motor City just gave me this. So there's information about these storm shelters, right? Warrior Stand Community.
Dark.
It's 357 County Road 5, Union Springs, Alabama. We have another storm shelter at Fort Davis Community. That is at 17793 County Road 2 in Union Springs, Alabama. We have the Shorter Community has one. I've seen that one out there near Motor City's house. That is 144 Old Federal Road in Shorter. We have another one in Notasulga, Liberty City. It is 355 Lorry Lane in Notasulga. And the other one is the Franklin Community, which is at 1656 Alabama Highway 49 in Tuskegee. So if you need those things, I know that they're on the internet. I'm looking at it. So you can go and look those things up. So be prepared and have your supplies and your provisions. I've seen some of these shelters,
Right.
and they can accommodate some folks. They can
Exactly.
put some folks in there.
Right, right.
So if you really are in dire need, you can check any one of these shelters out. And if you haven't seen them, they're quite impressive. Have you seen them?
Right.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. They got,
A lot of stuff
I mean, they're
in it.
substantial. So, I mean, we do have some resources here if people are in dire need like that.
Right. And I was looking at this, and I don't know if you said Tuskegee University, but Tuskegee University has a very big, nice shelter.
Yeah,
and I know you know all about
It's
that.
in Tompkins Hall.
Tompkins Hall, belongs to
Tompkins
Tompkins
Hall, yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a nice shelter,
Nice
and
one. Real big, real
they're
big.
always willing to help.
Right.
You know,
Right.
with Chief Martis out there. But Courtney just showed me something here, and it says, be your own hero. And it names 10 things. It say get 10. And the 10 things that you need are water, food, can opener, medications, first aid, flashlight, radio, clothing, personal care items, and important documents.
Okay.
That's
Right.
one of the 10.
Right.
Gotcha.
But there's so many different
Right.
things you
Exactly.
need, you know,
Yeah.
and the things that are important to you. But this gives you an idea of that.
That's a
bag.
good
right.
framework. That's a good
Good.
framework
Right.
to start
Of-
with.
of
Yeah,
that bag.
that's
CBTV,
good.
great
Yeah, that's
job.
good.
Great
That's
job,
good.
CBTV.
But
That's a good
that.
foundational
But,
thing. Yeah.
Right. Right.
One of my last things I want to say is, we want to pray for the victims of
Okay.
the storm.
Yeah.
But for me and my guys, it was a great experience up in Lee County. The community came together, and you wouldn't believe how the community came out and helped first responders, how they
Right.
offered food, water,
Right.
shelter, different things to all the officers. I
Right.
know my officers stayed all night, trying to do security and just make people feel good,
Right.
we kept our police lights on all night, every night.
Wow.
So people knew if they needed help, they could come over there where we were.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And man, people brought food, water. I mean, one group bought us Brunswick stew at 2 a.m.
Wow.
They came and kept checking on us.
Brunswick
And-
stew?
Hey man, they
Man.
were so appreciative.
Great time to eat that.
They were so
Yeah.
appreciative to law enforcement and being there. You could have felt the love in the
Right.
community
Yeah.
and the caring that people had.
But that says
And
a
they
lot about Alabama,
always-
though. It says a lot about us.
Always wanted to do something
Mhm.
for everybody.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't forget one young lady in the cafeteria who lost family members. I think she lost 5 family members maybe, but guess what?
Wow.
She was there working,
Right.
Yeah.
taking care of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
you can't look past those things.
That's
man.
right.
And I can't say nothing but good things about the people in that community.
That's it.
When we first got there and pulled up, and I'm not a prejudiced person, I'm not talking about, but I could say white, black, everybody.
Right.
Pulled
With
together.
their pull together.
That's
Pull
it.
together.
That's
Bringing
it.
your food from everywhere.
Right.
And people just
Yeah.
wanted to help.
Help. Yeah.
Everybody got to
You know
eat.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
People just wanted to
help.
help.
That's it.
That's a good feeling.
And man, I had pork sliders.
Wow.
So you was eating real good, weren't
Man,
you?
we were eating good, man.
Wow.
And they were good.
It was good.
And that were people with all kind of food, people cooking fish,
Yeah.
people, cooking everything, bringing clothing
Man.
and offering everybody. And you can't say enough
Enough, right.
about any of
Yeah.
these people in this time of need.
Time of need.
It
So
says a
we
lot.
have to
It
say
says-
thank you to that whole community in Beauregard. Shout out to everybody in Lee County for keeping a professional and doing a professional job
Right.
with what they were doing. So thank
yeah.
everybody, and thank you for everybody that
Oh, yeah.
supported us. And
Wow. Trump is coming tomorrow.
Trump is coming tomorrow to Lee County to assess the damages.
Hey.
Right.
And so has a lot of the other people that are in charge, want to come and help and,
Right.
and do everything. So, hey, you got to give a
Hey.
shout out to everybody.
Gotta
Everybody.
give a shout
Shout
out.
out
Gotta
everybody.
give a shout
And,
out.
he's going to be
Yeah.
there, and the governor and
Yeah.
all of those people who have done a great job.
Hey,
trying to get
President
everybody
Trump,
some
bring
help.
that checkbook, buddy. Bring that checkbook, homie.
People that need assistance, please call and let them know. The directors were there,
Okay.
everybody around. So I'm sure that people have done that because the insurance company they were already set up.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, they had RVs out
They
there.
already
and
knew. They already knew what was
Already
They had
happening.
RVs out there and they had stuff already set up.
Right,
So,
right.
I'm sure people out there know who to go to,
Yeah.
but I also have to give a shout out to the people that paid for these funerals.
Right.
And to give
Oh,
out a shout
yeah,
out to
yeah,
all
yeah.
the people that donated
Donated. Yeah.
for the people
Yeah.
in need. And that's upstate, out
Yeah.
of state,
Yeah.
everywhere.
And,
Yeah.
and
That,
please keep doing
donated.
that. Please
Yeah.
keep doing that,
Right.
y'all. They still need help.
They
Please
still
keep doing
need help.
that.
Still need
And
help.
they're
Please
going to
keep doing
continue to
that.
need help for
Yes,
a long time.
Please
Right.
do that.
And let's say, prayers here in Macon County for all the people in Macon County that were
Yeah.
hurt and affected. Prayers for everybody in Lee County that was
That's
affected
it.
and
Right.
hurting. And thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your shout outs or
I'm going
mine?
last. Yeah. I'm going
Okay,
last.
so listen, I want to give a shout out. First of all, I got to thank the Macon County Economic Development Authority for supporting the Sheriff's Report. And I got to thank Mathis Financial for supporting the Sheriff's Report. But I also want to give a shout out to my dear friend Jordan for being in the house.
Hold it
and
down.
Kim Motor City and CBTV. Got to give a shout out to my mother, and got to give a shout out to all the first responders all over again, because you put your lives on the line and you came together to help a neighboring community, and that's really applaudable. And so hats off to all of these folks that came through in that bind, in that terrible time. And I encourage everybody to continue to donate to these different charities, the GoFundMe accounts. Go find them. because there's people in Lee County and Macon County that
Right.
need help.
That's right.
So just go and find them out. They're there. Just go and help them. So just that's my shout outs, yo.
Okay. All right. I want to give a big shout out to my wife and kids. I love you guys. I also want to give a big shout out to the guys right here at this station, 100.7 WBZ. That's Communicator, the co-pilot, and the connector, man. I want to also give a big shout out to you guys here, man, at this station right here, Tuskegee Virtual, CBTV. All you guys, big shout out to y'all. And also want to give a shout out to the first responders. Again, you never can give too many shout outs out. You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
it. That's
big
it.
shouts out to y'all again, man. You guys came to the neighborhoods and the community was affected and made people feel safe. You know what I mean? Make it seem like the people cared. You know what I'm talking about? Just imagine nobody come and see you.
That's it.
You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
At a time of needing like
That's
that.
right.
It make people feel good. It bring the intestinal
That's
fortitude.
it. That's
Right.
it.
Word
That's
right
it.
there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, he said a big word there.
But
Uh-oh.
it make
He
you
using them
feel-
big words.
It make you feel a certain particular type of way,
Yeah.
man. It brings
Yeah.
it back out of you. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But big shouts to all you guys, man.
Yeah.
All the first responder, man. Lee County, Tuskegee
Yes.
University, TPD right here,
That's it.
Sheriff Department, Franklin Road,
Mhm.
Franklin Department, Shorters,
right.
Nutter all over, man. The fire department. Big shouts out to all you guys. man.
Everybody.
That's it.
Everybody. The
That's
whole time.
it.
All the commissioners, mayor, everybody, man.
Yeah.
So that's been our
Yeah.
time,
Hey,
people.
but look, one last thing, one last shout out. Join us tomorrow, 11:45 at the Square.
That's right.
Angela Hamilton has got that walkout on violence. Come and join us, celebrate with us, eat a hot dog, because Booty Rush gonna eat them all if you don't get there. So come see us tomorrow, 11:45 a.m.
Justin Cloud Foundation, y'all.
That's
Walk
it.
out on
That's
violence tomorrow, y'all.
Walk
Come
out
on.
on
Come out.
violence.
We need to come up in numbers, y'all. Come
Come
in
on,
numbers.
let's
Come in
do it.
numbers.
That's
Numbers,
right.
numbers.
Let's do it. Come camera ready.
Come camera ready.
Jordan
right.
gonna get you.
That's been our time, you guys. Y'all share this, like this, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
The telephone.
There
Tell
you
a
go.
friend. We out.
Everybody
Peace.
on Facebook Live.